It started on a quiet Tuesday in October. The house across the street had been empty for months. No lights, no movement, just a dark window staring back at me every night, until it wasn't empty anymore. My name is Emily. I live alone in a small suburb outside Portland, Oregon. The kind of neighborhood where everyone waves, but no one really talks. I work from home as a freelance writer, so my days are quiet. My nights even quieter. I like it that way. Or at least, I used to. The first time I noticed something strange was around 11 p.m. I was in my bedroom, getting ready for bed, when I glanced out the window. The house across the street, the one with the four sin that never came down, had a light on in the upstairs window. Just one room, a soft yellow glow. I thought maybe someone finally bought it. I didn't think much of it. I turned off my lamp and lay down. That's when I saw it. In that distant window, framed perfectly in the darkness, was me, lying in my bed. The angle was exact. My bedroom light was off, but the curtains were open. Just enough. I could see my own silhouette under the blanket, the way I always sleep on my left side, one arm tucked under the pillow. Primera. Sa. Te up. The figure in the window sat up at the same time. I waved my hand. The reflection waved back. It was me. From across the street, from inside my own room. I laughed, nervously. A mirror effect, maybe. Some weird trick of light and glass. I closed the curtains and went to sleep. But the next night, it happened again. This time, the light in the neighbor's window was on early around 9 p.m. I walked to my window to close the curtains, and there I was again, sitting at my desk, typing on my laptop. The exact same posture, the same messy bun, the same oversized sweater I was wearing right now. Primera frost. I looked down at my hands on the keyboard, then back across the street. The reflection was still typing, but slower, as if it was waiting for me to catch up. I stepped back from the window. The reflection did the same. I raised my hand to my mouth. It did too. Primera turned Hawaii. It turned Hawaii. I ran downstairs, turned on every light in the house, locked the doors, checked the windows. The neighbor's house was dark again. No light, no reflection. Whose silence? I didn't sleep that night. I sat on the couch with all the lights on, staring at the front door. The next morning, I called the real estate agent, whose sign was still in the yard. She sounded confused. The house hasn't had a showing in months. No one's been inside. Why? I made up an excuse about hearing noises. She promised to check. She never called back. That night, I tried to ignore it. I closed every curtain, turned off all the lights upstairs, stayed downstairs with my laptop. Around 10 p.m., I heard it, a faint click, like a light switch being flipped. I looked up at the staircase. The upstairs hallway light was on. I hadn't gone up there. I hadn't touched the switch. I stood at the bottom of the stairs, heart pounding. The light was warm, yellow, exactly the same color as the one in the neighbor's window. I walked up slowly. Each step creaked. I reached the top. My bedroom door was open. I had closed it that morning. Inside, the lamp on my nightstand was on, soft, inviting. I stepped inside. The curtains were open. I hadn't opened them. I looked across the street. The neighbor's window was lit again. And there I was, standing in my bedroom, looking out the window. at myself. I stumbled back. The reflection stumbled back. I raised my hands to my face. It did the same. Primera escreamez. It screamed silently, mouth open, no sound. I ran downstairs, locked myself in the bathroom, sat on the floor. Creed. The light in the hallway stayed on all night. The next day, I called a friend, told her everything. She came over that evening. We stood in my bedroom. Curtains open. Neighbor's house. Dark knotting. Sujet me, said I. Was stressed. Suggested therapy. Primera. Nod. Dead. But I knew she hadn't seen what I had. That night, she left. I stayed downstairs again. Around midnight, the power flickered. The hallway light turned on by itself. Then the bedroom light. Ten. Telam. Every light in the house came on. One by one. I didn't move. I just watched. Then I heard footsteps. Soft, slow. Coming down the stairs. Primera. Froze. The footsteps stopped at the bottom. Then they started again toward the front window. I crept to the living room. Look out. Look. The neighbor's window was bright. And there I was, standing at my own window, looking across the street at myself. But this time, the reflection smiled. A slow, knowing smile. It raised its hand, waved, then turned and walked away from the window deeper into the house. Into my house. I didn't sleep. I sat on the floor all night. The lights stayed on. The footsteps never came back. The next morning I packed a bag, left the house, drove to a motel, paid cash. No question. I haven't gone back. But sometimes, when I'm in a new place, I catch myself glancing at windows, wondering if the reflection is still there, waiting. Because the last time I looked, it wasn't looking back at me anymore. It was looking forward, toward the life it wanted, toward me. And if you're listening to this right now, alone, in your room, with the curtains open, take a look across the street. Check the windows. See if someone is watching. See if it's you. Because one night, it might wave back.